Oh man, this is not good. Not good at all for Xbox, for South of Midnight. It just released and I think it's already a failure, guys. Unfortunately, too, and I'll get more into why this kind of bums me out a little bit. But yeah, South of Midnight is not doing well. Not doing well at all. Oh boy, especially if these numbers are correct. South of Midnight is dead in the water. So, if you haven't heard, Xbox has kind of had this troublesome history as of late with their launches when it comes to games. Halo Infinite wasn't so great. Redfall, do you remember Redfall? We all pretend not to remember Redfall. I never played that game because it didn't look interesting at all. That one didn't do so well. Even some of the more popular titles like Starfield were heavily criticized, and yeah, they've just been kind of through the ringer as of late. The Xbox titles, or Microsoft's titles, if you will, because as you may be aware, Xbox is kind of going everywhere these days. They even are putting out their games on PlayStation 5, Nintendo Switch, PC, and they even had that ad that everything's in Xbox. So, yeah, they still release games, which is great. You know, I'm always happy to see what the next biggest and latest greatest title from Microsoft is. And the recent game is South of Midnight that I just mentioned. I saw it. I thought it actually looked pretty interesting. I really admit that. I have it downloaded. I haven't had a chance to play it yet. I'm a little bit busy right now, a little bit caught up on things, but it was my plan to jump into this game at some point within the next, week or two or so. And after seeing this, I still probably will, but I was really kind of hoping that this game would have done a little bit better than what the numbers have so far provided. For starters, for a big quote unquote Xbox title or Microsoft title, it is currently on Game Pass, the seventh most popular title, which again, this is Microsoft's big title, right? They have been promoting this game. They've shown trailers and gameplay and all of this stuff, and they've definitely done the marketing push for South of Midnight. So, seventh on this just released game, that's not very good. How are the critical scores on Metacritic? And I get it, Metacritic isn't something you should judge necessarily by, but even the critics, they say it's an okay game. It's sitting at about a 77 right now. That's not too bad. There's even a few perfect scores, so that's pretty cool. But 77 isn't going to light the world on fire. If this game sat at, let's say, a 90, maybe people that weren't interested in this game might have jumped and seen what the hype is about, but a 77 isn't going to do that either. And then we go to the Steam charts and see how many people have been playing this game, what's the peak number of people, and it looks like it, according again to the reports that I've seen, the highest player count so far for South of Midnight on Steam is 1,400. 1,411 to be exact, but that's it. And to put that into context, Redfall, I think, got over 6,000. So South of Midnight is doing worse than Redfall, which is such a bummer, man. It doesn't deserve this. I mean, it really doesn't deserve this. This game looks okay. I mean, I saw it and I thought it looked so interesting. The fact that they were going with this whole motion capture approach, and maybe that's part of the reason for why it's flopping as hard as it is. But I just thought it was such a unique take for video games. And I like the fact that they were going, southern in the States with its roots, the mechanics there, the fact that it's going to be another adventure game. I love adventure games, man. I like the premise, the story. I thought this game is unique and I thought it was interesting, but I guess people at the end of the day, they just didn't. Like, there's nothing more else to say about it. They saw what this game had to offer and they said, I'm good. No, thank you. And maybe it is that stock motion element that's turning people off. Because when we always think about video games, what's a very contentious thing for people? It has to do with frames per second, and anything that looks jittery, so to speak, or stuttering or anything, even if it's not, like in South of Midnight, it's going to turn off a lot of people. People are very, very into their frames per second right now. These days, it's 60 or bust at the minimum. So that's one of the big things I think that's really been holding down South of Midnight. And then another thing is, I don't know. I really don't know because it's not even a full-priced game. It's only $50 if you wanted to buy it digitally and you didn't have Xbox Game Pass. $50 these days, especially after the announcement of certain games being $80 or higher. Yeah, $50 doesn't look so bad. But like I said, I will still be checking this game out at some point. None of this stuff is going to deter me from playing a game. If I see a game and it looks fun and it looks interesting, I'm going to give it a shot. That's just how it is. This game could have reviewed at 32 on Metacritic, for example, and I would still probably give it a shot just because I decide for myself what I like and what I don't like. I don't let reviews deter me or influence my purchasing decisions. I like to go into games and just see for myself how much I like said video game. And yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Are you surprised that South of Midnight is flopping this hard? Maybe you are, maybe you aren't. Are you interested in it? And let me know your thoughts because I thought more people would be interested in this game. I wasn't expecting this game to do huge numbers and break the internet and get millions upon millions of sales and whatnot. But I was thinking it would get, more than 1,000 concurrent players on Steam. I mean, I get it. It's, again, releasing day one on Xbox Game Pass and whatnot, but that's low, man. That's really low. Anyways, thank you so much for taking time to watch this. Let me know your thoughts here. Let me know if you've tried the game out, if it's fun or not, or if you've been enjoying it. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, thank you for taking the time to watch this. I am Bradley Overrated. Out like a trout. Praise be to Yevon. And better luck next time, South of Midnight. And to the studio that made this game, good luck. I don't know if you'll be around much longer.